Alright, welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel. We are once again playing Cutlass on the channel. Can you believe there's not a fucking button on the clock to our channel? We actually do other games. This is game 2 of, well, 3 if you win.
Yeah.
Where we've got Aggro Pirates versus Structures Ramp. Basically, last week, Tim, our special guest, came, learned to play the game very quickly, I might add. And then I sent you away with a full set. You got to build something. This is what you thought was the thing to play. And then I just made this. I kind of had a little bit of insider knowledge as to what you were doing.
Yeah.
And I built this just because I thought it would be a strong opponent. And then in the last episode, I just won. You needed 1 treasure to win the game.
Yeah.
And then I got 6 in 1 turn to win.
It was insane.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
You whiff any of those,
Anything,
and
yeah.
I win.
There's so many things that go wrong there. I'm cooked. But I'm built like that. Well, you get to choose.
Oh yes,
Because you lost, you get to choose first or second.
Well, then I'll go second.
You second.
Yeah.
I think it is always better for you.
Yes, I think so.
So I don't have all my good shit. I just have some good shit.
I mean, some good shit.
I'll play a card face down. And now it's back to you.
Okay.
So my deck basically does nothing for the first 3 turns. While you're going to be aggressively trying to get treasures.
And if I've got 3 turns, I've just got to motor.
Yeah.
I've got to try and get as much down because I know from that first game, nothing, 6 card turn.
Yeah, I went 3 turns of nothing, 1 turn with 1 treasure,
Yeah.
and then 1 turn with 6 treasures.
Yeah, yeah. It hurt. It hurt a
Yeah.
lot because I was
Alright,
like,
show us what you
I'm ahead. All right, 1 construction point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play.
Yeah, nice. Are you playing 4 salvage?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty good opener.
It's so good, especially for getting out those 2.
Well, turn 1, you get Remnants of Scarshank. On any other turn, I feel like you get Subaltimus.
Yeah.
Because if you have the whole set of Subaltimus in Banish, she'll draw your cards. But it's you draw to a hand size at the beginning of your construction step.
Yeah.
Which means after your tableau is run, you want no cards in hand at the end of your turn.
So that I can get. I'm just going through the deck
as fast as
rapid
possible.
speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a bit harder.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. I'll be interested to see how many times I can pull that off because I'm like, that's that safety net that I sort of talked about in the last episode where I'm like, cool. I can just kind of be doing my thing. That's just building up in my banish pile, and then eventually, especially if you start trying to target down on the draw engine, obviously not for this deck, but last week you were playing
more damage.
A little bit more of a control deck.
Yeah.
It just means, and that's why I've also got the Tibbies to come play.
Tibby's
as well.
good. Tibby's a great, a great pirate card to help you not get snowed under by damage.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I've played 1. I'm then going to discard. Oh no, they were already in the discard. Sorry,
yeah. I was distracting you with commentary.
You were. Your fault. Definitely not mine. And then I'm going to discard 2
to bring him back.
To bring him straight back.
Yeah. Now, has he got the play where you immediately go ambitious deckhand and start getting treasure turn 1?
I don't, unfortunately, which is
it
is. It very much is.
Skill issue for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I played that. I'm now moving to my main phase. Drawing. It's not great, but that's okay because I'm then going to play down Galleon Raider. And
your whole crew costs nothing.
Yeah. And then we're going to discard 2 cards to draw 3. And we are then going to.
Yeah. Are you playing Looter?
Remind me which one Looter is.
If you have Raiding Party,
oh,
I reveal a top card of my deck?
No.
This goes to 1.
So especially for aggro decks, like that kind of standard, which obviously you created so that I could learn, and it's very robust. I was like, okay, cool. There's 3 systems going on here. There's the raiding party, which is obviously great. My tableau is full of crewmates, pretty easy in a pirates deck. I've got Eternal Greed, which is filling my discard, which is my helping with my draw engine. Then the third system, which I decided to cull, was the Banish power-up system.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. Tell you what, let's get rid of that. There's enough going on with the Tibbies to kind of sort of help. Or not the Tibbies,
You just
sorry.
need the deckhand to eat Tibby, that's fine.
Yeah. But enough to kind of, keep things moving, which is kind of the play. All right, so it is now my construction. I am going to discard one. Let me think about this for a second.
Just cooking. You put the fan on because his head's overheating. Oh man.
Okay, so big one there. Okay, I think that's the better play. I think I'm gonna spend one.
Ooh.
Just
Bin 2 TVs or bin more remnants?
Just to pull out some things in my deck. I think I'm just gonna pull the remnants. That goes to the banish pile. It's going down there. I am then going to discard 2 more to get me 2 more construction points, and I'll bring those up. We are then going to move into main phase.
Okay.
Draw a card. That's a bit unfortunate, but
Still no deckhand.
not quite.
Oh, you better be moving faster than this.
I
I'm
know.
I'm about to launch.
I think I'm gonna have to do this. I'll play the deckhand and discard the sea monster.
Sea monster detected.
Which is not ideal, but that's where we're up to. If I've got, I get to banish 2.
Yep.
I'm gonna banish those 2.
Here's your 1 point, sir.
I'm gonna banish that instead.
This is fine.
Thank you. Then I'm gonna discard these 2 to draw 2 more.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to discard those 2 to draw 3.
Okay.
And all yours.
And it comes to me. I need to look at what the fuck my cards are. Okay, I have 1 free construction point. I'm going to spend that 1 free construction point to turn up Wizard's Colonnade. It does nothing.
Okay.
I draw for 2. I draw a second card because you have more treasures than me. I'm going to play face up Tide Skipper. Discarding Thomas. And another Wizard's Colonnade. Tide Skipper activates. It says discard a crewmate, activate its effect. I will discard Tyler.
Yep.
Tyler's going to activate and turn this face up. It's a Seat of Power.
4.
I'm going to draw 3 cards instead of 5.
Early seat.
And then I claim a treasure because I do have the 3 unique.
Yeah.
So we are now both on 1 point.
Ooh.
Colonnade activates. I reveal top card. It's not a structure, so it does not get added to my tableau. And it's now your turn.
Yeah, that Wizard Colonnade is like, as a first card, it's
With the
super
forge
strong.
where I can set it up, it gets kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Just be hitting that roll and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
My odds are not great.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay, I'm going to use my 1 construction.
Bring 1 guy back. You need
All
at least
that.
3 in play.
Move to main phase, draw a card. We're then going to play another deckhand. To discard. To banish, sorry. So we're going to banish. And we're going to banish.
Yeah. Treasure number 2.
Actually, we're going to banish my sea monster instead.
Because if you have Void Sign, it doesn't matter where he is.
Ah, interesting.
Because you can bring it back from discard or banish.
Or banish, yeah. Interesting. Okay. That's my second. And we're going to get one.
Let's go do it again.
And we're going to...
You're not going to need Tyler in this matchup, probably.
Yeah.
Unless... Are you playing Skyshank Dreadbeard?
No.
Because he ramps guys into play. Like, you can play ramp pirates.
Yeah.
Because he'll put guys into play, but they're face down with development time, and then Tyler can turn them face up.
Yeah.
And he can put Tylers in play as well.
Thank you.
3 treasures.
And then I'm going to discard those 2 cards.
Draw 3.
Draw 3, all yours.
Okay. So I have 1 construction point. I'm going to spend it to scry the stars. I'm going to get a seed of power. Face down with 5. Cool. And then, how cooked am I? You have more treasures than me. I will draw in 2 cards. That's fine. Just send it. I think I got this. I think I just clowning. Unfortunately.
The ramp is very steep.
Well, I'm about to slam my sea monster down.
Oh.
Which is going to be pretty good. The other option I have is to pay 5, I turn this face up, he gets a treasure, I then remove the damage counters off this by discarding a Tyler, and then get a treasure here, and then go to my main phase and play another thing and get 4.
Jesus.
Which is also pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think playing the sea monster is a little bit better, because I'll get the draw cards off this.
Yeah, that ramp is insane, then, isn't it?
It does go a bit crazy.
Yeah.
I'll go to the draw step. I'll draw 2 cards, because you have more treasures than me. Here is Hereziah, a sea monster that we have not resolved against each other yet. I need to keep this 1 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that works fine. Okay, Hereziah hits the field. It says draw 2 cards. Your opponent banishes the top 2 cards of their deck. So you're going to lose the top 2. And then I will claim a treasure if I have Killer and Rule, which I do.
Yeah.
So I get treasure. Tide Skipper is then going to activate, and I'm going to discard Tyler. We're going to turn this up. He gets 5 damage on it. I'll draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get a treasure? This Seed of Power recovers, and then Colonnade hits a Colonnade. So this comes in at 3. It's not your turn. I now win next turn. Let's see if you can win right now.
So I need 4. I'm currently only getting 3.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it's gonna happen.
If you had 1 turn earlier that you got a treasure.
Yeah. I don't know if that was possible, right? The only...
We had 2 turns we did not claim treasures. And you can claim treasures on turn 1 with the deck end and 2 remnants.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't think it was unwinnable. I just
the turn,
think a slower opener.
Yeah, the turn 2 deck end just is consistent because I guarantee that it's going to get a second treasure the next turn, and I'm ramping up the 1, 2, 4. Yeah. Okay. Let me play this out, and then just to get the reps in as well.
True.
I'm going to discard all 3.
Okay.
To give myself 4.
Get back all remnants. Huge. Such a big stack.
Huge stack. I'm then going to move to my main phase and draw 3 since my hand is empty.
Was it good?
It was good if I had another turn after this, which I do not. I'm then going to play these 3 and play this one from my which again gets me close, but one prize off because
6. Your 3 treasures.
yeah, because I have definitely 3 in my claim one. We then I'm going to what's my deck looking like? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just bin some of them.
Yeah, I'm just going to bin the 2 and draw 2. Then banish. Again, I got so close to also 4 tibbies, I'm pretty sure. Then I claim another one, and then banish another one. There's another tibby. Was there a final tibby? No, I didn't draw into it. So maybe you would have got a prize.
I didn't need it.
Didn't need it?
No.
To get that, which gets me close. But again, I'm going to finish this game with
6 and not 7.
With 6 but not 7. And then I will
draw some cards. That'll reset you. So you better off not.
Yeah, skip that and pass.
Alright. Let me show you what the killing blow looks like.
Oh my god.
I've got 1 construction point for free. I'm then going to discard. I'm going to get 2. I'm then going to take the damage off Seat of Power. I'm then going to how should I name the? Shall I count the ways? I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it doesn't actually matter. I'm going to discard 3. I'm going to turn this card face up. We're going to check the top card of my deck. It's a structure. Here comes number 3. This is going to send orders. Seat of Power ticks down. Tide Skipper discards a Tyler. Make this 0. Seat of Power claims me a treasure. I'm going to force you to reset this. Colonnade activates and I hit a structure. This comes in with 2. This has not activated. I'm going to discard this to make a construction point. I'm going to play Merchant Markets, a card you can't see in here. I send orders to 1 structure in my tableau, which is going to be the Seat of Power. This only works if it's not activated yet, but I can also use this to hit something if I don't have color and rule to activate its ability. So I could use this Colonnade earlier if I had to. But for now, it's just going to get me a treasure. I'm going to my draw step.
The Killing Rule is the unique
3
structure.
unique structures. Yeah. You actually have more treasures than me because you have 6 and I have 5. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. I think I was actually. Does it fucking matter? And draw 4 instead. It's just better. That was almost very bad, but I'm going to play this Seat of Power face up. It's going to claim me treasure number 6, so you have to reset. I then have a Wizard's Colonnade activation that misses. I then have a Seat of Power that hits, a Seat of Power that hits, which puts me to 8 treasures. And then on my Rampage step, Parasiah is going to get me 3 more treasures.
Jesus.
You really can do all 7 in 1 turn.
Yeah. So you make a really good point because I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like the setup. So I'm wondering if yeah, you're right. It's like this is the start. If I can get
gets you treasures on your first turn, and I'm like really
because that's two games in a row where I was 1 away or 1 turn.
This in your hand and Skeletal Salvage, and you have enough cards to do everything.
Yeah, and then enough, like I'll then bring this, and then even skipping this for a turn just to get another one.
Make sure you have a raiding party.
Yeah.
The other thing is that if you're playing Looter as well. Looter is like really matchup dependent. If you're playing into Kalira and they're like more structure heavy, he's like really strong.
Yeah.
If you're playing into the Mirror, he does nothing.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to not play like 2.
Yeah, okay.
Because then it's a little bit more consistency in finding your guy.
Yeah.
That will try and hit or start trying to hit treasures in the first turn.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care about what's in your discard pile and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And against this specifically, where you know you're racing against my ramp,
Yeah.
he's really strong.
Yeah.
Because my crewmate count is 6, I think, 7 maybe. So 33 out of 40 chance of claiming a treasure on the first turn is pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is strong. But there you go. There's my my 2-0. You're not going to see it again through. However, we've got the patch notes that just came out.
Yes.
So in the next video, what we're going to be doing is having a look at the new cards. I'm going to explain the changes and stuff to you.
Yep.
I'm going to do some deck building and cook some new stuff.
Sounds great.
So stick around for that. It's going to be hype.